becoming wealthy. So what I want to do here is what I'm trying to do with these videos. I want to like start doing a series, and that's what I'm doing. I'm starting a series of how we're going to become wealthy, and we're going to document it. This is like a journal of how we're going to become wealthy. And what I want to do is, let me get my mic right. Hold on. What I want to do here is I want this to turn into a space, a community where we could all talk together and figure out ways how we could become just that, become wealthy, and there's so many things that we could do today in today's world, in today's time, on how can we become rich. Wealthy is what we want. We're chasing wealth, generational wealth. We want to be able to be wealthy for ourselves, for our family, but mainly for ourselves. We want to do this to be better. So do you ever ask yourself this, like, why am I living the way that I live when there's people out there that are literally millionaires, and there's literally billionaires out there? So if they achieved it, then so can we, right? And you look at guys like this on YouTube, School of Hard Knocks. He goes around and he asks people in the world that actually have became wealthy already, millionaires, billionaires, ask them how they did it, and they drop gems. So there's things like this on the internet that we could go research and watch. So like it just be hitting me all the time. I ask myself, like, why can't I have these things? Is ready already? Dang. Okay. Like, why can't I have these things? And you should be asking yourself the same thing. Why am I stuck in this position when I don't have to be? So this is what I want to start doing. I want to talk to like-minded people. If you're like-minded and you feel like maybe I could talk to this dude, I'm Carlos, then maybe we could talk together and we could figure this out. No, I don't. So like maybe we could talk together and maybe we could figure this out together, right? So, what we're going to do is kind of like look at videos, we are. And that's what I need to work on too, like fixing my speech. But yeah, so look at videos like this, look at guys like this, and you see like creators on the internet that actually found out the way to escape the matrix, how to become wealthy, how to achieve that. So I feel like if you're watching this, I want you to be able to feel like you can message me on Instagram, which is like tagged down below, or write in the comments and reach out to me. And if we all come together and put our brain power together, then we would have to be smart enough to figure out how we could actually become that. So this video is basically like the introduction to how we're gonna start doing it. I know a lot of us work 9-to-5 jobs. We go to work every single day and we're like, damn, like I don't want to be doing this no more. And we don't have to be. There's so many different ways we can learn something. We can learn, the internet money. That's basically what we want to learn to do. And this is what I'm trying to get at. And I find myself getting lost and getting stuck on how can I, achieve these things? Like where do I even start? Like that's what I always be asking myself. Where can I start at? And I'm just getting tired of being stuck in a position where I'm not able to provide for my family, or we have to stress out, where we have to sit here and worry about how we're gonna get our next plate of food. You get what I'm saying? Or how we're gonna pay that next bill, and we're short on money this month. I want to talk to you if you're like-minded. Like I really want to come together. I also have a Discord that you guys could join, and if you feel like you want to talk to me, like I really want to come together with other people. And all social media is just one big networking tool for us to all come together and actually figure this out. I've tried to talk to people that I know that are like my friends or whatever, right? But they just like, I try to bring it up to them like, damn dude, don't you ever think like we could actually be wealthy? We could actually have money. We could have nice cars. We could have a nice house. We could travel the places we want to go. But in order for us to do that, we have to really like sit there and lock in and talk about these things together. Like we really, like we have to stop bullshitting, like lollygagging. There's no reason why we shouldn't be able to have the things that you see all of these people have on the internet, like these millionaires. And yeah, a lot of them may portray like they're wealthier than what they actually are, or some of them might even just be capping, but we don't want to be capping. You know, we actually want this, and I want it so bad. And I started thinking to myself that I could actually use YouTube as a networking tool along with other social media platforms. You know, we got TikTok, we got Instagram. You know, there's a lot of people out here on the internet that you can reach out to and, you know, learn these things that we need to learn. But for me, you know, I'm not wealthy yet. I want to be, and I want it so bad. And I'm like, why haven't I started using the tools on the internet, like making these videos and coming together with other people that are like-minded, and we could talk about how we're going to get there and network and find people, right? So what I want you to do, like if you're someone that's like looking at me like, damn, I'm in the same position as this man, you know, I'm 32 years old, I have a family, we live in an apartment, and you know, we struggle. I don't want to struggle. Like I'm tired of looking at everybody else having all these nice things, and I don't have it. Why shouldn't I be able to have it? Why shouldn't you be able to have it, right? So here's what we're gonna do. I want all of us, whoever is watching, you, like message me and be like, hey, like, you know, I'm thinking the same as you are. Like, what are we gonna do about it, you know? And I just want, like I said already, I want to put all of our brain powers together. All of us could come together. You know, imagine 20 of us together and just sitting like in a Discord call or whatever it is, meeting up in real life in person, and we come up with some. Like, there's so many schemes that we could actually do in all seriousness to actually like really become what we want to become. But like you look at this guy, right? School of Hard Knocks.
Sir, I got a question for you. How did you get rich?
I'm so broke I can't pay attention. I'm only kidding.
How did you get rich, man? I go all over the world and the riches.
So you see the trucks? I was in the logistics business. I ran a big trucking company, sold it.
So you're a business owner?
I'm a business owner. I started from nothing. 2 trucks, empty warehouse, built a lot of real estate.
How much did you sell your company for?
A lot of money.
Give me a range.
Over 500.
500
million.
500 million.
Can I interview you for a minute real quick?
Sure, why not?
Is that okay?
Sure.
How did you get the money to start your business? Did you come from a lot of money?
No. My father was just an average guy, had a small little business. I took it over with $68 and built it up.
So you went from 68 to over
$68. It was a receivable of $68. I took the $68 and I parlayed it. And I bought all my equipment and I built it up. And from that, we were land pigs. So I wound up with a lot of real estate. And that's really what I do now. So when I sold the business, we converted more into real estate.
So let me ask you this, because trucking logistics, this isn't necessarily a super sexy business that people don't think about, but you can make a lot of money doing it. How did you end up in this space?
I ended up in this space because I loved what I did, right? I loved the smell of diesel in the morning. Every morning for me was like Christmas morning. I like to get up, like to get out there. A lot of kids don't want to do that today, and that's a big problem. They're looking at what other people do and think it's easy, but you got to fight, and you got to get in there every single day, and they don't. And it's what you got to do.
How do you know?
I'm 60.
You got almost 40 years on me.
Yeah.
Whose generation works harder, yours or mine?
Oh, no, you guys have forgot about it. You're done. I mean, I don't know what you guys are going to do. Truth be told, we are the last of the generations that really could do it.
But how can somebody my age stand out?
It's like anything else. You watch a baseball player, right? What makes him better than the next guy? It's how much you put into it. And a lot of people don't want to put the time in. I can tell you from every morning getting up, every night coming home late, I had to deal with customers. I had all the big Fortune 100 companies. You name them, which I won't, but every one that you could think of, every retailer, I brought that freight to that store. So that's what we did. And then from that, like I said, we needed land, and we bought a lot of land. Now today we have over 1,000 tenants in all of our real estate. So we're doing okay.
So what's the secret to creating wealth in real estate? Because we know that most millionaires and billionaires, they make their fortune.
Don't have debt. I'm a debt-free operator, right? So that's key, because if there's a mistake, you can rebound. And a lot of guys leverage all the debt up and they want to talk about how many buildings they own, but they're so broke because they're leveraged up. We have no leverage.
You don't like debt?
No, zero debt. I ran my business with no debt. So when I sold, it was a cash-free, debt-free deal. All the money went in my pocket.
How did you get the capital to scale, though? Because even like companies like Apple, they borrow.
I never borrowed a dime to run my business. I swear to you, in 40 years, I never borrowed a dime. The only thing I borrowed money on was brand new trucks. So when I bought a brand new truck, I expensed it over 1 year and I paid it over 4. And that's what we did, and we built it up, and we kept the truck for 10 years. So over time, we were able to build a good cash net worth.
Take me back to the most life-changing conversation that you've ever had. What is the greatest piece of advice you ever received throughout your career?
I'm going to tell you. So I'm from New York. I'm Italian. So a dear friend of my father's takes me out to lunch, and he tells me, kid, forget about all the bullshit. Go to work every single day. And I was young, and I looked at all the bullshit, And I thought that's the right way to go. But I got up and I went to work. And nothing stopped me. I never left a soldier behind. Failure is not an option. It's all I can tell anybody who's looking at your show or your channel, whatever it is, because I don't know what you do. But I'm telling you, you can't fail. Just attack every day.
Now, let me ask you, are these your kids right here?
Yes, they are.
They both are.
Yeah. And I have two more that are not here.
Well, let me ask you this. A lot of people, when they have families and they pass money down to generations, they end up blowing the money. What's a financial piece of wisdom right here that you were going to instill in them before you leave this earth?
Listen, there's no free rolls in my bakery. They got to work for it. They come to work. My son here, he comes to work. He's a beast. He works every single day. She's in college. I'm very proud of what my kids have done. They're really good kids. But at the end of the day, we decided to sell our business because we thought that the path of real estate was going to be a better one, which is great for them because it's generational wealth.
Can I see the watch real quick?
Sure.
Okay, so you have a house on your wrist right now.
I sure do. I have a few of them. And a few good cars too. But no, we like I said, you have to live large in every category, and a lot of people don't.
A trait that I've noticed in really successful people like yourself is that you're in incredible shape. Is there a correlation between physical fitness and financial success?
Oh, 100%. If you got the discipline to go to the gym every single day and take care of yourself, it starts right here.
Do you believe in God?
Yeah, absolutely. 100%. In the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, buddy.
So how did you know God was real?
When I sold my business 2 months later, I had a massive heart attack.
You had a heart attack?
I had a heart attack, yes. And my survival rate in the hospital was 11%, outside 5%. It was in the Widowmaker. My son and his dog saved my life, got me to the hospital. You want to wake up? That's a wake-up call.
Wow. And you knew that God was with you in that moment?
100%.
Did you have people that doubted you?
Oh, are you kidding me? Look at me. I'm as dumb as a box of rocks. I got a third-grade education. I'm not a schooled guy.
You didn't listen to them, though?
No.
Why not?
Because I know I was better than that. And I know what I wanted, and I was going to go for it.
My last one for you. If me and you died tomorrow, and you had one more message
There's the
to
gem,
the
you
younger
guys.
generation, what would that be?
Be 10 minutes early to everything you do. Think about tomorrow because it's going to come. I'm telling you it's going to come. As much as you are 20 years old, you don't think about it. If you run your life a little bit ahead of where you are, so if today's Monday, you're thinking about Thursday and you're thinking out and 5-year plans, that's what you got to do because a lot of kids don't do that. Well, I know when I was a kid, that was one of the things that I thought I always did right because I always looked forward. From a paper route, I started a lawn route, I started a tree removal business, sold all that, and then, my father had this small business, like I said, 2 trucks in Empty West. That's not an exaggeration. That's the truth.
You got amazing advice, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your time, and I appreciate you.
Take care. Lots of luck.
I connect with all the millionaires and billionaires I interview. Could I get your contact?
Yeah, absolutely. Guys, we just...
Okay, so when you see things like that, right, you think to yourself, like, this person did it. They became wealthy. You heard his story of how, what the things that he had done. And you ask yourself, all right, let me gather this information. Let me take notes and watch things like this. And whatever you consume, you really become. If you consume something enough, you're going to master it, just like with anything, And like a baseball player, like he was saying, like, you think of a baseball player, they play baseball every single day till they became a pro. Or a basketball player, they play basketball every single day till they became a pro. So you got to think about it as the same way, as with making money. If I practice something every single day that could lead to me making a lot of money, then I will become wealthy, right? So if we continue to do things like this every day, whatever it is that like you're watching is a really big influence on whatever you become. And I feel like if us like-minded people that actually want to be something in life and actually want to make it somewhere, we got to come together. And I feel like that's going to be a lot of big help. So yeah, this video is really I want people that are like-minded to reach out to me, and we could see where we could take things and make it to the next level in life, actually escape the matrix and not have to live lower class no more. Because I know damn well I don't. I'm getting older, and when I was younger, I really was just really like BSing a lot. I didn't think ahead of time. And now what I do very often is I'm always living in the future and not enjoying the present moment. I need to learn to stop doing that so much, but it's just because I want wealth so bad. I want to become something so bad off of how much time I wasted in my 20s. I had it rough, and I made it like that for myself. It was by choice, and I messed up, but I'm catching it right now at my age, and I want to become a better person, and I want to provide for myself, for my family, and do the things that I have to do. So yeah, you guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I really just wanted to speak out on this, and hopefully that I could reach out to people through YouTube and all the other social media platforms to put our brain power together and we can get somewhere.